Welcome back to my channel, Motorsokas. Hey, it's your girl. I am Eloho, back with another video. If you have not yet liked and subscribed to my channel, I do invite you to do so. It is free. It costs you $0.00 to support a pro-black channel. So this video is basically dedicated to my younger self. I'd like to put out content of, topics that I wish was available to me when I was growing up and coming into my own and, getting out there on the dating scene and learning who I am and learning who I am in a relationship and, just becoming more self-aware. Beauty is intimidating. When a man sees a beautiful woman, he is often intimidated. He's enlightened, but he's intimidated. And it could be because of her stature, her mannerisms, how she carries herself, how she's dressed, how much money she makes, etc. But I noticed that dark-skinned beautiful women, right? The quote-unquote, like, oh, she's ideally beautiful. She tends to be more intimidating than to the ideal light-skinned woman. And a lot of the times, even the most beautiful dark-skinned women are very insecure, and people are just like, what? Like, you're just so beautiful, your skin, your hair, your teeth, you're this, you're that. And we humbly say thank you, but we know a lot of times that we do have insecurities. And this is because we are intimidating these motherfuckers out. Cheer. And a lot of times I was always confused as to why I wasn't chose, right? Like, why is it that, I'm super cute and the guys aren't choosing me? Why is it that I'm like my other friends who are super cute as well? They're always getting chosen. They're always getting, asked, do you want to drink? Do you want to dance? They get picked first. This was my experience in my, late teens and early 20s. And I just started to think, okay, well, maybe I'm just not as pretty as them, or maybe I'm just not like cute. I don't know, crazy, right? I have the whole world telling me how beautiful I am, but I just felt like, yeah, but I don't get chose, and that does play into the psyche of women and dark-skinned women. But, it wasn't until later on that I realized, and, I started talking to these guys. Guys would come up to me and just be like, wow, you're just so beautiful, and just walk away, and I'm just like, wait, but, come talk to me, come have a conversation with me, what's wrong? And guys literally would start to tell me like, yo, you're intimidating. That was just really confusing for me because y'all know I'm like the most happiest, go luckiest unicorn, black girl magic like ever. So it's just like, I never understood what did they mean by I was intimidating. I'm like, I'm nice, I smile. And it's like, yo, your looks, like you're tall, you're in shape, you're dark skinned. You're scary. You're just this scary, beautiful thing. And I grasped at that very moment. I'm like, wow, like, I'm not ugly. I'm scary as shit. But why is my beauty scary and someone else's beauty enticing? Dark-skinned beauty is intimidating, and it leaves that person feeling undesired. A lot of times people will say, oh, who cares what men think? Who cares what men think? Girl, okay? When you are single and ready to mingle, you care, okay? If you're interested in men, of course you care. Now, you want to care to a certain extent. You don't want that to be all that you care about, but of course you care. When you're looking your best and you're feeling your best, you're smelling your best, you're doing your best, and you kind of, you get the looks, but you don't get approached. You get kind of like the, ooh, yeah, you gorgeous, but you don't get the conversation. It makes you question how beautiful you actually are. And it can start to almost feel like you're living in a dual reality, right? Because it's like I'm on Instagram and I'm dark skinned and I'm oiled up and I'm glittered up and I got my hashtags and people are liking and reposting and resharing and oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, she's so chocolate, she's so dark, she's so beautiful. But then you go out into the real world and you're treated as if you're basic because you're dark skinned. Like, have a seat. you know? I will say body type also plays into this as well. If you are super curvy, tiny waist, oh, and you got dark skin, okay, we gonna put you at the top of the dark skin totem pole, okay? You at the very top. You ain't got no ass, you ain't got no titties, girl, have a seat. And you dark skin, oh, you got the nerve. And you got 4C hair, girl, bye. Sidebar, that's my good sis Josephine right there. She has an amazing body, okay? So back to what I was saying about the whole Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, you know, trendy dark skin aesthetic. You know, these guys will compliment you under your picture. Oh, you're dark skin, you're beautiful, you're dark skin, you're beautiful. But in real life, they're not complimenting these dark skinned beautiful women. They're not, you know, shooting their shot at these dark skinned beautiful women. They're not asking them out on dates. They're not asking them to dance. You're just scared as shit. Like, you're just watching us from across the room, not knowing that, hey, you know, maybe I like you too. Come over. Why are you being such a pussy? Like, but I don't want to say that, you know, dark-skinned women don't get asked out on dates. We don't get asked to dance. We don't get asked to drink, because that's clearly not true, right? Y'all, if y'all have me on Snapchat, I'm always telling y'all about my date or, you know, some crazy experience that I had. So I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that for some reason we are intimidating, and I think that intimidation is based on stereotypes. You know, have you ever heard someone say, oh, I thought you were mean when I first met you? And this could be for any color, but I thought you were mean when I first met you, or I thought you had an attitude when I first met you. And it's like, why? I for the life of me, I really can never understand why people think that I'm mean. I'm just like, what? Oh, Eloho, when I first met you, I thought you was a bitch. When I first met you, I thought you was gonna have a bad attitude. When I first met you, I thought you was better than everybody. When I first met, I kid you not, all of my friends have when I first met yous. All of my coworkers have when I first met yous. And I'm like, but when you first met me, I was smiling. I was ready to work, or I introduced myself. So I couldn't understand, you guys. I just couldn't understand where all of these, you know, pre-notions of my personality, like, where are all of these things coming from? Oh, what makes me so intimidating and someone else so approachable and so friendly looking and so kind? You know, and it reminds me of just like the police stereotyping when they just see us and they see black people and it's like, oh, you know, you must be a bad person, or you must be angry, or you must be poor, or, you know, all of those negative stereotypes. When you see someone, you know, a white person or someone who's maybe white passing, it's like, oh, you know, they're pretty safe. You know, that's where we get the term safe black. You know, you're safe. You know, you wouldn't cause any harm, or I know you don't have any chips on your shoulder, or I know you're nice. You look like a nice person. Why don't I look like a nice person? I always question this, and it translated into my dating world, into the dating scene for me, because it's like, okay, you know, if these women are telling me this, I can only imagine what these guys are thinking to themselves when they see me as well. So your good God fairy unicorn sis is here to let you know today, you are not ugly, you are intimidating, okay? Black Girl Magic is more than just a hashtag. We are walking, talking, living, breathing stardust, okay? We are goddesses and queens and empresses. We are intimidating. All right? You're someone, you're single, and you're on a dating scene, and you know, you trying to do the damn thing. You know what? Sometimes you might have to step out of your comfort zone, because guess what? That guy that you're looking at across the room, he might be insecure as well. You know, he might be shy, and guess what? He might be intimidated by your beautiful ass. So take a sip of what you're sipping on, walk up to his fine ass, and start a conversation. Start dancing. Like, y'all at a party, y'all all here to have fun. Go at your own pace. You know, you live and you learn. But as many dark-skinned girls, I too, Mother Unicorn, had to learn that I'm not ugly and dark-skinned. I'm fucking intimidating and dark-skinned. You know, I'm not uglier than the light-skinned girls. I'm more intimidating than the light-skinned girls, in my experience at least. And even though I do not like this man, Kodak Black, sometimes it, like, what he says, it kind of just rings in my head sometimes, because I'm just like, what makes him think this is true? And I just remember when he was like, you know, light-skinned girls, they nicer, they easier to get over on, they friendlier. Dark-skinned girls, they mean and they aggressive. And I'm just like, so people really think that? But it shows. It shows. But I'm here to let you know, girl, Okay, you are not ugly. You're intimidating. I know sometimes the grass looks greener on the other side, girl, and you're just like, dang, she gets all the guys and she's light skinned and everybody thinks she's prettier than me. She gets all the guys. But the grass really ain't that green when you look at it, because sometimes the quality of men is different. This is no shade to my lighter skinned friends, but I do notice that the quality of guys that's attracted to them is really different than the quality of the guys that are attracted to me. Now, don't get it twisted. We all sometimes attract ain't shit niggas, and sometimes your energy and your aura does play into that as well. But I noticed the same guys that approach her aren't the same guys that approach me. So I stopped looking at, well, dang, nobody's approaching me. And I started looking at the type of people that do, and the type of circles, or the type of like parties or networking events that I'm at. Are those the quality of people that's attracted to me and the quality of people that I need to have in my life? As a chocolate woman on the dating scene, my advice is to love yourself, know yourself to the T, love yourself to the core, okay? All your imperfections and your perfections, love all of that. But also understand that you are automatically intimidating. Because you're dark skinned and because you're beautiful and because you're confident, you're intimidating. But baby, okay, trust and believe that your king, your king, the king that is made for you, is not intimidated. Okay, he is not intimidated by you, and that is the man for you.